welcome back to another episode of Child Actor Tips and Tricks, and I'm Jacqueline Steiger, and today we're going to be talking about dealing with rejection. I know I talked about it a little bit in probably the auditioning one or one of them earlier. I talked a little bit about dealing with rejection, but I felt like it was necessary to bring up again because it happens a lot. As an actor, you will be rejected all the time, just constantly. And it's sort of a good life lesson because you can send your script to people, you can send your headshot and resume to people, you can send your reel to people and never hear anything back. You can submit for auditions and not get called in for auditions. You can go in for an audition, go in for a callback, read for the producers, have amazing feedback, and still not book. And I mean, it happens. I had an audition the other week that I was really excited about, and I went in the room and I did really good, and then I never heard anything. And that is just a fact of the business. There are far more people that want to do this than there are roles for those people. So I have some strategies for dealing with it. One of them is you have to remember that every time you audition, the clock starts over. Even if you had a run of terrible auditions or a run of auditions that you've booked, they do not stack. The results are not cumulative. If you go on 7 auditions, you have as much chance of booking the first one as the last one, or from being rejected from all 7. It sucks, but you have to go into every audition with the same energy that this could be it, or it could not. And one thing that's good about it is you get used to the constant rejection, because it's not personal. It's not about you. It's about casting and how they feel. I didn't get a part one time because I have the same name as the director's ex-girlfriend. He didn't like that. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to change my name for that one guy. Somebody else can have that part. I know it's really tough because some auditions can feel like make or break. I went in for pilot for people that I really respected and have been fans of for a while, and I was like, man, if I get this audition, it could be my big break, and if I don't get this audition, then I've blown a terrible opportunity, and I will never have that opportunity again. And that's not true. If you are good, and you go into an audition, and you wow the casting directors, they will call you back. Casting directors have the best memories of anyone in the business. They will remember you from years ago. I have people that remember me from my child actor days. So when my name is on a submission sheet, they're like, oh yeah, they can act as an adult. I saw them as a kid. Let's bring them in. So don't treat every audition like it's make or break. Go and have fun, and as long as you make a good impression, that's a victory. That is the next thing I wanted to talk about, actually. Getting in the room is a victory. I have cast small projects, and we have received thousands of submissions, and we only bring in 20 or 30 actors. And that sounds like a lot, but out of thousands, it's not. So anytime you get called into a room, that is a victory, and you should take that as a validation of you or your child, if you're a child actor or a parent of a child actor. That is validation, that they want to see you. Sometimes, not all the time, because casting directors are really busy, and if they did this for every audition and every actor, they would just never sleep. But sometimes, if they really like you, or your agent asks, you will get feedback on your audition. And getting good feedback is not as good because it doesn't pay you anything, but it's almost as good as a booking, because it means you've cemented a relationship. And that's what the business is about, and that's really important. I know I'm talking really fast, and that happens to me sometimes, and I apologize. Then the last strategy is that you can't change the person that you are for the casting, because it wouldn't work, because you'd just be a fake person, and then they wouldn't have as good. They'd have somebody who spent half of their time being the person that they wanted to see, and then the rest of their energy acting, and that doesn't work. So you can't be taller, you can't be shorter, you can't be younger, you can't be older. It is not your fault if they go with somebody of a different ethnicity, or somebody 6 inches taller, or with a different hair color. Especially commercial auditions, they cannot visualize you with different hair, so it's not your fault. Don't stress out about it. I said that was the last thing, and I lied. There is one last thing that's last. Honestly, sometimes you don't have credits. You're not big enough. You're not a bankable name, and the more credits you have, the easier it is to get credits because then you're reliable. It's the you need experience to get experience fallacy. So you can't really help that except just having more time in the business. And if they go with you 10 years from now, which is this person with more experience, then just imagine all the opportunities that you from 10 years from now will have. That's it. I know it sucks. There's nothing I can do to, stop it from sucking. I hear ice cream helps a lot though. That's it.